Damn right. That's great fun. Damn right. That's great fun. Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. That's great fun. Damn right. That's great fun. Damn right. That's great fun. Damn right. That's great fun.
FreeSample Podcast. Got some boys with me. I'm Theo, and I'm going to let the boys introduce themselves. How's it going?
What's going on, man? Chief RCG of LLOD.
All right.
What's going on? It's Vel, double LOD, you know what's up.
What's up, y'all? I'm Lucid Cojo.
All right, guys, you met the guys, so let me tell you guys, we got a rapper, we got a designer, and a salesman, so what are we going to have to talk about tonight?
Nothing to do with any of those topics. How about that? Let's test our mindsets over here.
All right. So let's regroup. You know, we just came off of a pandemic, so can you guys all tell me what changed after the pandemic for each of us?
Me personally, I had a baby in the pandemic, so for real, life changed inside of the pandemic, for real. I wasn't just inside collecting them stimulus checks. I was raising a newborn in the height of it, man. We couldn't go nowhere, couldn't take it nowhere. It was crazy, but.
Well, congratulations, man. Family, man. We like to see that. What about you, Lucid?
For me during the pandemic, I made a couple life decisions. Decided to stop drinking. You see, I smoke. That's about it. But during the pandemic, I switched jobs. So I went from selling cars to life insurance. And now, we're getting involved in the cannabis industry. So, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Here you go, Val.
For me, during the pandemic, I played nothing but video games, but going into the pandemic, I was a chef. Coming out of the pandemic, I became a car salesman, so a lot changed in that aspect, from cooking to selling cars and whatnot like that.
Okay. So the NFL right now, the playoffs, it's the conference finals. What are your picks?
I don't even want to pick, man. I don't care who wins at this point. I was
Joe Burrow.
I was rooting for, the Cowboys, so at this point it's whatever. But, if Joe Shiesty go do it, I'd be happy for him. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fan of all three of the four quarterbacks, but Joe Shiesty, that'll be the coolest win.
Okay. What about you?
Man, I think I want to see the 49ers do something, but they look like they ain't doing nothing right now. But like Buddy said right here, Joe Shiesty, the guy to do it, to be honest. I'd like to see him take one home, him and Chase.
Do you guys think, any of the sports are, rigged by any chance? Because, some of these games, how they play out, I'm just overtime again?
Let it be known, the NFL is not considered a sporting organization. They're considered an entertainment organization, so they can rig games. It's proven.
I heard.
Yeah, we dropping knowledge on this podcast, you feel me?
But on that same topic, Vegas always win, man. So I think they got a little hand in numbers. Yeah, they always. If you believe in numerology, man, it go deeper than just that. So numbers got a big part to do with it, for sure.
That's a fact.
All I know is I be losing money on them bets, and I just feel like they do. If you lose, you definitely gonna agree with this. Got to be fake. It's no way. It's no way. This has to be made up. But nah, I've seen some things happen on the field that just kind of defy. Something ain't right. Sometimes, when you see real NFL players, they made it to the league and they can't make a tackle or something like that, and something break out for a whole touchdown, that don't make sense to me. It don't make sense that you got all the way there and can't tackle. Like you'll watch somebody straight below a tackle, and it's like you grown, you there.
And you getting paid millions to do it. Like,
Yeah,
if that was me, I'm not missing a tackle to get that back. That's just me, though. Like, I'm just, hey, Saints, shout out Saints. If y'all need a receiver, man, I won't drop a ball. I'm telling you.
It just don't make sense.
You better than Michael Thomas.
Hey, I wouldn't be injured to a toe. I mean, I wouldn't be out for a toe injury. I can tell you that. Yeah, he been out too long for a little injury for his foot or whatever.
That'd be their problem too. They can't play through injury. We had to play through injury in high school football,
Man,
and they not playing through it in the NFL. That's crazy. But I guess they is getting paid, and we wasn't getting nothing. So it is what it is.
That's good. So it's a new year, obviously. You guys got goals and stuff. So can you guys tell us about it, what you guys are thinking about and how you guys get there? How about you first?
I got a couple goals. I got one personal goal is to just hit the gym as much as possible to just to be a better myself, be a better self every day, be better than I was yesterday. And then professional goal, I want to sell 15 cars a month. That's really it for real. So I'm just striving to do that. How I'm doing that is just making sure I'm being one of the friendliest salesman I can be, I guess. I want people to come back and refer me. You know what I'm saying? So if you know anybody who need a car in St. Louis, look me up, man. I'm on social media. You can find me real easy.
St. Louis.
The first thing I'm gonna speak about has got to be my clothing, because I'm sitting in the middle of two motherfuckers that do clothing. So it's like I can only think of that right now, as far as like I gotta get my Lou Life clothing up. I gotta see it as much as I see y'all, cause
We're here for you.
Cause I see y'all, you know what I'm saying? No shade at all. I love that. Motherfuckers be having these Lucid hats on, man. I ain't
Superpowers
my
activated.
head too
You feel
big
me?
for a Lucid hat, but trust me, I'll be rocking them if they was really for my size head, But it's really dope to even see y'all just everywhere, bro. Especially Cavalli ass, man. Shouts out to Cavalli. Cavalli know everybody, I swear. He the coolest dude out here. So it's just, first I want to speak to is, like I said, the clothing. Like, it's time for me to, get on mine like y'all on yours, But past that, it's ultimately just, finance, get the bag together. Everybody know that I love music, so, but they don't know how expensive that sport is, So it's like, the goal is to get the bag. That's got to be the goal. And then you got goals after that, But what I'm gonna do that is do what I'm doing. Right now I got, a little inbound sales gig, pulling in to get a little more cash, Just, making everything work. But like I said, the goal is to amplify everything I got going on, whether it's music, clothing, plus, like I said, got to do that for my daughter anyway, so.
Facts. Can't be a deadbeat out here.
Nah, that's weird. Deadbeats are weird. It's weird. I don't understand it. But
Take care of y'all kids out there, man. If you can't do it, don't have one, please.
Nah, they be outside. They're like, yo. They're like, yo, I gotta put the baby to sleep. I'm sleeping out.
Help me.
All right. Well, I guess for 2023, I think my biggest thing was these last couple years, I've spent a lot of time about learning about myself with this whole sobriety journey. So I would really say I just want to continue to improve on my mental. I know there's a lot of things that I got to do in order to, kind of get that to the way I want it to be. But with the brand and everything, man, this is really kind of the first time I'm actually getting to talk about, the brand itself. A lot of people don't really know what Lucid Living is. So I want to get that message out there and just kind of, I think realistically it's something that a lot of people can relate to. Mm-hmm. I think that everybody has dreams and everybody, has ways that they want to go about it. But to be honest, we're a part of a culture that a lot of people do a lot of talking, but they don't actually act on the shit. So, that's really where I'm at with this year, is not really talking, but really just making the actions become a reality for me. So
How tough has the process been for you, and how long have you been in the game for?
So this year, August of this year will be 7 years. So I've gone from doing like one-on-one denim work to, kind of putting out pieces here and there. My goal this year is to, kind of put out more of what people have been asking me for, like the hats and, I got some shirts and shorts on the way and stuff like that. But realistically, just kind of staying on top of the ball, making sure stuff drops in season, not out of season, because I feel like a lot of these ideas, I see a lot of it during season. And I'm like, man, I dropped the ball, like should have dropped this or that. But so, it's just kind of seeing what people like and just seeing what, I can put out there essentially.
I feel like with the fashion game, it's timing. Timing's everything. Like if you order things a little bit too late, it's already winter time. If you play around, like you got to be like ahead of the curve. You got any designers that you used to like look up to before you tapped in?
Yeah, so some people know this about me, some people don't, but like I have V-Lone and Off-White tatted on me. So like Bari is an interesting person in and of itself. V-Lone's become what it is. I don't necessarily appreciate V-Lone for what it is now, but I do kind of look at the like we come on this earth alone, we leave this earth alone. Their saying is live V-Lone, die V-Lone. And then like with Virgil, my biggest thing with fashion is I always wanted to make something that essentially could be worn in any setting, but to also kind of stretch it because, we grow up and we see parents or like people that we look up to in like the professional world wearing like these professional clothes, like suits and stuff. And I think Virgil kind of like realistically expanded what you could wear in those settings. And that's kind of what I've wanted to do.
You got any tips for anyone that wants to join the fashion game or anything like that? Like, what are the 3 steps maybe like you would give them advice-wise?
I would say if I had to put steps to it, your first step is obviously coming up with the idea and like what you want your brand to like really look like. 2, I would probably start out with something that you can get out there. Like a hat was so simple for me, but to be honest now, like Royce kind of touched on, like you can go places in St. Louis and like you really don't go a night without seeing it now. So it's like that means a lot to me, to the people that support my brand and stuff like that. But you got to start, like, I'm not saying don't start big, but I'm saying like do what you can actually manage. Like if you got a day job, like don't try to put together like a 16 to 20 piece collection because you're going to sit on stuff. Yeah. Like not everything is going to hit. You're going to have like, that one piece that really hits out of that collection or that one thing that you dropped that year that really hits. You got to stay on top of that supply, just to make it to where you can support that next collection. Because, I mean, the dreams that we got obviously are going to cost money. That's the biggest thing. So, like, you got to also find out, like, that would be another step is, like, where is that money going to come from? Like, are you providing it? Or are you going to go ask for a loan? There's a lot of different steps that you can kind of go about to, start these brands.
All right. So, all these guys are here from the Midwest, so I'm confused, man. What makes the Midwest a destination? Like, you guys have been here for a while, loving it, but I'm trying to figure it out. What makes the Midwest a destination? What would you tell me about it?
Man, you got some of everything everywhere for real. Like when it comes to the coast and down south and all of that, it's like you have some type of vibe, or you have some type of knowing of that area, or how they get down in that area. And it's just like the Midwest is not like any of those coasts you can think of. We're not like none of that. We more so like still kind of got some country in us, like as if we from down south, but it's like we city boys. Like it's just St. Louis is.
Let's make it very clear, though. I am from St. Louis, USA. I am not from Missouri.
Bro, yeah.
That is different. That is different.
That's a fact.
We touch on a lot of things in the Midwest. The weather's one of them. Mother Nature, she don't know how to make her mind up.
She's
be
bipolar.
drunk.
We deal with bipolar.
She be drunk.
Yeah,
yesterday it was 70. Today it's a cool 25.
But we love that though. We know the weatherman a liar.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the easiest 6 figures you can get in the Midwest. Just be a meteorologist. Just go in there and bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
You can go live.
It's also affordable here. I mean, everything, and on top of the affordability, man, it's the food here is it's crazy, man. You got a little bit of everything, like my friend was saying right here. The culture is just crazy, like a little bit of everything when it comes to food.
Especially St. Louis, especially the South Side. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really did no type of eating if you ain't went to the hill and ate some Italian or, you know what I'm saying, Cherokee Street for some Mexican.
What about that emos though? Like,
Oh man.
what about that emos? You know, that's different. You know, that's different.
St. Louis is creative as fuck.
It's an acquired
you know what I'm
taste.
saying?
Yeah, that is amazing.
You can't say that. Like, I don't want to call emos an acquired taste. That shit is
No,
fire.
I'm talking about for the out of state people.
Yeah,
We all love it.
they can, don't even get into them.
New York pizza, man. You know about that.
See, yeah, like, I don't know. My thing is with the emo situation, because I love deep dish pizza for sure. But, like, emos is definitely, like, for real high food to me. I only think about it when I'm high, not when I'm hungry. Like, it's a difference of what you're thinking about when you high compared to you just sober and starving. You don't really, I don't know. I think about emos maybe like twice out of 10 times. Of being sober and hungry, you don't really.
I mean, you gonna
choose
spend a
emo.
penny. You know, you gonna spend a
And
pretty
it
penny
is
at that
expensive.
motherfucker too.
I like
that's for real
Cecil
what it be like.
Whitaker's. This is what people also don't know is that St. Louis, yeah, we have emos pizza, but like it's
Chinaman.
other places
Hey,
that
hey.
make the same type of pizza that don't really taste the same. And then of course the Chinese food.
Yeah, that's fire.
You can't bring us no other Chinese food from no other city, and we take it serious.
You can't compare Chinese food.
So we just went through 4 or 5 different ethnicities of people, and they
You
food.
got a little bit of this and a little bit of that for sure.
And you know what I'm saying? So that's what the Midwest is about for real. You have more mom and pop shops than anything, so that's at home meals. When you're going out to eat, you got at home meals because it's not corporate. The corporate ain't took over. So the all that shit is good. Definitely food was the best thing bro said because we winning. I don't care what nobody says.
Nice, nice. So moving forward, I got another question. So, what's the difference between like what society teaches us and the real world? Like growing up, going to school, you know, how they teach us how to do something, and then when we're out of school, how's real life different or similar to that?
You can take it first.
I mean, I come from an educational background. My dad being in education and all that stuff for like the last 50 years. So it was always like cookie cutter way of life when I was growing up. You know, like you were going to go to college. You were going to like get a job 9 to 5, you know, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to hate on no 9 to 5. Yeah. But like the way I see it is like being in sales for, you know, pretty much all my life after high school. You can achieve so much more. You know, like, don't get me wrong, like, some 9 to 5s can provide you whatever you want. But I'm saying, like, if you really want, like, these dreams to come true, like, I feel like our generation has really, like, pushed that. Like, if you ask a lot of your parents, like, what they wanted to do in life, they're doing it. But, like, I don't know, like, some of it is very, like, boring to me. I'm not saying, like, I'm very fortunate. I was raised, you know, in a way that, like, I was able to do a lot of stuff growing up. And I realized what that takes. But it only made me want more out of life, you know what I'm saying? So, like, getting to experience certain things, I feel like growing up, if you were, like, really paying attention to the school system, they wanted it a certain way.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to necessarily agree with all that.
Yeah, they were, like, limiting creativity for me, like.
Yeah, like, for art specifically, like, if you're in any type of art, like, depending on what type of schooling you were in, you weren't in like an art specific school. Like I wasn't, at least growing up, you know, it was like, you know, they focused more on like your math and English than they did like art classes or something. I enjoyed the art classes more, you know, or like a speaking class more.
Yeah, like them wasn't even worth half the points that a math class is when it comes to like graduating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them extracurricular classes don't even count as much as them other classes do, and it's crazy because they can make people, you know, superstars, like band, orchestra, all of that stuff really be equipping them people to truly put through, you know, the greatness that's in them. But for me, answering your question, society compared to real life, I feel like society's message is shifting, honestly. I feel like it's shifting more towards real life, because it has to. Like anything and everything going on is caught on camera now. Everything is worth talking about and everything is worth realizing. So I feel like you have your people, you know, who are just a little blind to a lot of shit. They blind to real life, and they still kind of pushing that weird society mindset. But like a lot of people also becoming like well aware of what's really going on in life. And so the society's mindset is kind of like I said, shifting in general. I mean, it's been shifting shit all through our life for real. A lot of change has happened in our growth as far as outlook on what's cool and what's not in society. So
Yeah, let me just stop real quick. I just saw that video of the Memphis guy yesterday. Like, I was like, so, was that real life? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, it looked like it was something off a movie. Like, that kind of stuff is just, that shit's insane.
And that's what I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? That's society shifting. I mean, that type of stuff happening and then caught on camera is crazy. I mean, but the real fact of the matter is, like, it's also crazy how they properly charge those cops. Like, they clearly got the charges they deserve to do the time that they deserve to do. But it's weird how, like, you don't really see that, you don't see proper charges when it comes to other races of cops killing people. Like, they getting charged with first degree, which is not gonna stick in court because, you know, you damn near gotta premeditate that you about to go kill somebody or something like that. So it's weird, you know, that these cops got properly charged and properly put away, and then, you know, you have a lot of other cops who get improperly charged. It's like a charge just to make us shut up. I'm like, oh, he got charged with first degree murder. It's like, but you can't prove that it was first degree. It really take something different to prove that. So that's really the deepness about it. Obviously, it's messed up. We've witnessed it time after time, but it's like crazy how I said they were properly charged and other people were not properly charged.
I just feel like
R.I.P. Mike Brown.
For family, right? So you have a family now. How do you think you would teach your daughter in the future, like, how to get, like, financial freedom for herself, like, the stuff that the school doesn't teach you, and it's a lifestyle that you got to experience and you learn through the process?
I guess I got the daughter.
It's not me. Don't look at me. I ain't got no kids that I know of.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, the statement I'm about to make is for present parents, of course. But, like, I feel like the kids who have present parents that are in my age range, like, are gonna be so much better than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to a lot of stuff that they feel that they're capable of doing, like, majority of us didn't come with that mindset, like, I actually can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of blessed to actually come to the conclusion that you can truly do something, because majority of people don't actually, you know, come to believe that about themselves, and that leads them to, you know, the like bro said, the life of the 9 to 5, or the just not really doing what makes you happy in life. And so, like I said, it's just a blessing to actually become someone who knows and believes in myself to do something, because I know how many people don't. So, you know, it get crazy how many people just don't believe in what they're trying to do in life.
No, I'll just touch on what Royce said. Yeah. To be honest, I think that I've seen, like, my brother and sister even being just a couple years younger than me, and then, like, seeing my nephews grow up. My thing is like, seeing this new generation, I think that kind of inspired me to make the brand what it was, because, you know, with the background that I got, I've been fortunate enough to see, you know, people that, in my opinion, got handed something on a silver platter. But in my thing, there's two different realities. Like, you could get something handed to you on a silver platter, but, like, it's not always going to become better. Like, I've seen people fumble it, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen people in that situation, like, really, you know, uprise that situation. But I've also seen the other side of it, where, like, people don't come from anything, they don't have the connections, like, right off rip, so they get stuck in a mindset where they just stay there. But I've also seen people come from nothing and like make every dream, everything that they ever wanted come to be a reality. Now I respect that story a lot more, but there's like all these different realities, and I feel like we're starting to be that change, you know, for the next generation on like what we believe, what we can actually do, you know, because like you won't, you know, once you do start to understand like what your actions like affect the next person, you're not going to always do what you used to do when you were a kid. You're not going to always continue to say what you like had to say. Yeah. You know, I feel like I hold my tongue a lot more than what I used to when I was a kid. I was yelling at people like, what? I would argue about anything when I was a kid. Now I'm like, I ain't even got the energy for it because my energy needs to be elsewhere.
Facts. I feel like we're living in a blessed generation. A lot of people are taking advantage of like what we got access to, like social media, and like they're able to create many things through our creativity, and that's building like ownership. I've never seen so many people just wake up and stick to something and they become their own bosses and it works out. Like we got kids that play like video games and shit, like, and they're doing their thing, and I couldn't play the game past 12. I'm like, Mom, what's up?
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, you're right. And 12 is still late. That's you was getting over on your parents. You talking about 12? Nah, it was 9 o'clock. 9, 10 o'clock, boy. You definitely, the lights are out. You're going to bed.
Dunzo.
Yeah. Where that wood come from?
I had another one.
The dude pulled this wood out of nowhere, y'all. I didn't see him roll this wood. He's really Houdini with it. I promise you, I only saw one wood over here. Mother's fried. Y'all steady. Okay, let's do it then.
Nah, man. You still about to bless us with that freestyle later, right?
Always.
You need that.
I can always bless with the...
Is there anything about yourselves that you guys want to let the people know?
Chief RCG. CHIEF RCG on all platforms and all social media.
Narvell Streeter, you can find me there. I don't remember my social media.
Where's there?
Nah, but you type that in, you can find me. I just don't remember my platforms right now.
He said you can find me there.
No, you can find me on anything. Lucid,
St.LOUIS.
LUCID.COJO, Lucid Cojo, Lucid.Cojo. Hey, shout out to the homies over there at Captain's Cut, over there at Global Genetics for this alkaline, because this is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I am
Shout out to them
exotically
boys.
fried right now.
Shout out to them boys over there.
You be forgetting you smoking straight
Shout out Sailor, you know.
thrax.
Guys, here's a question. If money was no object, what would you spend your time on?
Traveling the world, seeing places I ain't never seen, doing things I ain't never done, eating foods I ain't never ate. That's about it for real.
Building harder than I was already building to get to the whatever money that made no difference. Whatever got me to the point of money being no object, I'm building on top of that because, you know, it's about the future generations that it come to a point. That's only when you have your first kid. You know, I hope the ones that ain't got kids still thinking about the kids that they gonna have generations and whatnot. But like having a baby now is like all I can think about is having her straight. Big straight. And like so straight that her kids straight too. That's really what I want.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. Same as Royce.
Yeah, I ain't fried though.
Dude,
I'm
I
geek.
can't hold this wood up.
Wait, can we talk about some relationship shit?
Somewhat.
Relationship.
So like, what's the state? Hey, what's the state of these women out here for the guys, man?
I couldn't tell you.
I
couldn't even tell
Are
you.
the city girls up or the city boys up? Which one is it?
Man, I live in the county right now.
Yo,
I swear I do. Man, but I don't, man, for real. St. Louis is that's just some real, honestly, that was all some real St. Louis shit. Cause of like, who knows? We know, but who knows what's going on out here, man? It's too small of a city. Everybody know everybody, everything connected to everything.
They're not playing fair out here.
You gotta definitely pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's going on here in these streets. I ain't in the streets no more, man. That's all that is.
Do we see some marriage in your future?
Yep.
Okay.
I do.
What about you, Mr. Val?
I love it. Yeah, I do.
She know who she is. Yeah, I mean, I want to have kids like my man right here. I want to have a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to have some more too.
For sure. I believe in marriage, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the right way at the right time. Make sure I had the kids. Make sure we had kids when we ready. But yeah.
That's the key.
That is the key. That's one of the things that I've took.
The key is to be ready.
That's one thing I took from my childhood.
Be ready though?
Nope, that's the other key. The other key is you can't never be ready. The key is to be ready. The other key is you can never really be ready.
For sure.
Boy,
For sure.
that's so funny. That's so funny.
No, I'm real lonely in these streets. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No.
Nah,
What?
let me stop playing. Shout out to y'all. I
Not
love y'all.
He tripping right now.
I ain't never gonna stop loving y'all. No, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to disappear. For real. I'm trying to find that one really
Off the grid?
disappear. No cap.
Nah, I feel that.
Like we talk about building, but like I'm trying to build with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Is there a time to like where you could go and find a girl, or is there you got to work and then how is it? Cause like
I feel like for me personally, like because I don't granted I'll still be in the scene. Like don't get me wrong, you can catch me out at bars and shit, but like because I don't drink, I'm not really the first one to like go up to a girl and be like, yo, can I buy you a drink? Mm-hmm. It's not really me no more. So like because that takes away like a lot of the conversation starters in that scene, like to be honest, I'm chilling. Like I don't really need it in my life right now because of where I'm at. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like if it were to come across my path, for sure, like I'm trying to build with that one.
no, that's facts. We need that.
That's what it really be too. They just come across. That's how I think. Like I think they just come. I think it just happened. I think it's a real situation, and like you see it. You can see the future. I feel like most people be fake seeing for real. They can't really see the future with who they with. But I think in reality, that feeling actually real. You can see yourself with somebody for the long run.
You gotta find someone to build with. But big question for you, Royce. While you're already building a small tribe, how do you build a tribe? What would you say?
A tribe, man.
Some of these people don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, for me, most of the people around me came up with me. If they didn't come up with me, they came in very genuine manners, if that make any sense. Like, but it's like when you are real yourself, a lot of the real people will introduce you to other real people. You know what I'm saying? Like to where it starts to be just a group of people that with a common understanding. So I feel like it really depends all on that, knowing that you got some real folks around you, and then obviously putting that that dream and that mission out there, and making sure everybody understands and believe that.
I've definitely seen the positives of just being a real person and the connections that
Facts.
it builds immediately. And like some people that I've met, like I can just be at the club maybe and I don't got to go up there and shake your hand, but I can see you from a distance and you already know how I'm feeling.
Right.
And that's more than the other people that got to make it a point to shake your hand. And those aren't the kind of things that I've seen are healthy and like just growth and shit like that.
Yeah, the cool guy is the cool guy, man. Like if you're a cool person at heart and you just be cool, like I mean, bullshit still follows, but at the end of the day, real recognize real at all times. So it's like, you could damn near be in a room and not even understand how actual deep you are off your realness, because you know it's 3-4 other motherfuckers that done already felt that in the straight, you know, go fight for you because they know where you stand. So yeah, it's all about being genuine for real, but having people around you be just as genuine as you are is the key. You know, you can't have too many people that's like too soon to reject. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta feel the vibe out of people and understand. And when y'all have an understanding, it's like you gotta when they want to really push some shit that you make sense to them, whatever the mission may be, whether it be push these clothes, push this music, you know what I'm saying, push whatever it is, and you can make it make sense to them. And like I said, they as genuine as you are, they'll help. You know, everything is about connection. And the best way to connect with a motherfucker is just, like I said, being real, being genuine out here.
All right, so this is one quote that I got. God forgives and I don't. Is that like a legit statement?
God forgives and I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm petty. I'm an Aries. I hold grudges, so it makes sense to me.
What would you like give someone like a quote like for St. Louis? Like, what would the quote for St. Louis be? Like describing it as a quote.
Where did you go to high school?
That
dumbass quote.
I hate that.
I hear that so much, and
That's so dumb.
that's the one.
that shit's insane.
That's the one. No, for sure. Where did you go to high school? Yeah, that's the one. Because in reality, like I said, the city is that small. That where did you go to high school question is like a judgmental question.
That's that bread and butter. I hear that shit every day. I'm like,
Judgmental
It is
question.
dumb.
All we trying to do is scope out what level of person you are, because St. Louis is that small, but you understand each schooling of people. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how close y'all live. The schooling did so much for you. You could tell, you know what I'm saying? So when we ask you that, it's like, oh okay. It just told me a little something about you already. So it's like, okay, cool.
Whether you want to deny it or not.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
for sure. Yeah. Not being from here would be probably pretty cool, but you still gotta hear that unnecessary question every time you meet somebody in this mud. They gonna ask you. Gotta figure it out.
that shit's crazy. All right, can you give us a freestyle?
I got something.
Do we give you some words that you can mix in there?
Nope.
Ah, damn.
Go ahead then.
You gotta accept the challenge, big boy.
I just got something for 'em.
Okay.
That's all. See, I've been waiting on niggas to try, so grow the nuts to running bys. I've been debating which weapon to fire, then I pick the one that go with the attire. I'm an all black like a thief in the night, trying to channel my spirits to jump in the fight. It take a nigga that's stuck in the dark to make another nigga look into the light, yeah. Walking like the man, finger on the trigger, feel like that nigga. See how a little 45 make a already big nigga bigger, up like a zipper. See all them rap niggas run, how the cheap about to come and deliver. Crossing that river, fucking with early to drink in my cup and fucking up my liver. I know I asked for this. The glory, the flashy shit. Turn that to a magic trick. I'm about to come out the bag with hits. They gonna be mad at this, cause the chief like to brag a bit. That's the circle of life. One nigga's hate is another one's happiness. Look at the beautiful days. Beautiful days turn to treacherous nights. Stuck in my way. Yeah, I'm stuck in my way, but I'm trying to get right. Beautiful sun. Look at the beautiful sun. Oh shit is blocked by the moon. Load up the clips. Niggas just slowly approaching, but I'm finna clear out the room. Beautiful days. Beautiful days.
Ooh, thank you, man. That was a free sample.
Yeah, free sample. That was what it was.
Appreciate that,
While
man.
living lucidly. I love that.
You feel me?
That's a vibe, man. I'm just thankful for you guys coming here, man. And I want to keep following up with you guys in your growth. And I feel like this 2023 is like a great year. I've seen so many change coming from all different angles, and it just screams elevation for everybody. And I'm happy that you guys were here, and I support you guys and both of you guys, what you guys got going on, and I'm going to keep up with you guys.
For sure. It's all love.
For sure, all love, you know. Like I said, you know, it's crazy, St. Louis. You didn't even know I knew bro as much as I know bro, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah, this my dog, you know what I'm saying? So that's really this whole situation that just happened in this past hour. This whole situation is some St. Louis shit. Like, Dude invited 2 separate people that he never knew each other to the podcast. And now we all in this motherfucker, hella knowing everybody in this motherfucker. It's just, that's St. Louis for you for sure. But that's what I love, and that's what's dope about the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Unless they on some bullshit and they got static, you know. You never want to be that close to static. St. Louis is too small to be in beef. That's crazy. Stay out the way. Don't beef in St. Louis. That's weird. You're going to see him. It's going to be weird. It's going to get uncomfortable somewhere.
Maybe. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Right. For sure.
All right. We got 10 more minutes.
Big 10.
What we doing?
Man, what we talking about? What's the score to the game?
I'm not too sure, but
Buddy over
I
there,
know I know who's going to win.
He's not even watching the game.
I got a prediction.
What's
Joe Burrow's going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, but who about to win this?
That's
this
it.
Eagles?
Joe Burrow.
He said,
Right.
no, fuck that game.
It don't
Joe
matter
Burrow.
who won that game.
Joe Burrow.
It don't matter. I feel
Eagles is up 21-7 at half.
Jay Beezy.
Fly, Eagles, fly, they say.
Bro,
That's what it really is.
if the Eagles go any further, it's rigged.
The Niners, though.
All I know is the 49ers shouldn't have beat the Cowboys anyway.
Christian McCaffrey scored. Perfect.
I'd rather have
They weren't feeding Zeke.
Yeah, weird.
It's been.
I think they got to get rid of Prescott because he's not elite.
It's all so sad, man. I just
They got a lot of areas where they could improve. Loki.
Aaron Rodgers to the Cowboys. I said it
Chill.
first.
Huh? You said chill.
Yeah, what do you mean? A lot of areas.
You said Aaron Rodgers is out of Green Bay?
He's about to go to the Cowboys.
Yo,
Get rid of Prescott.
What are we talking about?
I'm telling you what's happening.
hey, listen. I know. I
heard it here
know the
first.
weed is good.
Man, he talking crazy.
Like, he talking about Aaron Rodgers to the Cowboys. That is insane.
Nah, it might happen. He's out of Green Bay for sure. You wouldn't take Aaron Rodgers over Dak Prescott?
What do
What
you
my
say
roommate
for
would say about
sure?
that. Jordan Love could go play
They
there.
paid him a lot of money on his last contract.
It's over, bro. You saw the season he just had.
Where Brady going?
It needs to.
He's
be
gonna
over.
retire. He's going with the family. Giselle
Brady
called. She
gotta
said,
go
"Yo,
home."
come back."
He should have gone home.
I don't know why he won this 8th ring. What? How many is that?
He did get another one, so I mean, he goated. He did it without Buddy.
He cheated a few times. You know. The football. The
Football conspiracy
Hey,
theories could be a whole other
hey.
podcast, my boy.
The camera, like I saw it.
We already talking about earlier. It's what you say.
It's an entertainment business,
Okay,
not a
yeah.
sporting business.
It's not a So, you know, hey, it happened probably.
For sure.
I believe it.
Nah, it's all. They need to get Burrow one of these chips.
Yeah, Joe Shiesty need to go and get up in there, man.
I mean, he was there last year. He lost.
He
You know,
just-
to Odell and them.
Nah, that was fluke.
It's cool.
So we're just all rooting against Mahomes, though, right?
It is weird because I like Mahomes.
So we're in Missouri. We're all going against Mahomes, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I really should be rooting for KC, but I'm with the Shiesty. Yeah, I'm with Shiesty because Pat Mahomes walk a little like feminine, so that's why he deserved to lose this year.
He's light skinned, bro. Them niggas different.
I
You
don't
see how he
say
be
it's
throwing it with no look?
He's different. He's different.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, yeah, he came up different. Even just thinking that them type of passes be cool and be straight getting them off.
Nah, that nigga nice.
Oh,
Boy's
yeah,
a winner.
For sure.
Yeah, he's a winner, but yeah, we with the Shiesty squad this year, right?
Shiesty, for sure.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to.
You guys got any words for the youth?
Here, I got you. Live life by not. Here, wait. Life is not. Life is.
Hold on, wait.
Life is not
Don't make
measured
me
by the
scream
amount of
into this
moments
mic.
that take your breath away, but
Start over. I
Whoa.
was talking. Start over. I was talking. Do it again.
life
please.
is not measured by the amount of breaths you take, but the amount of moments that take your breath away. There you go.
My dog. What's the word?
He called into the podcast.
I don't know. I'm gonna say what he said. Say it one more time.
Life is not measured by the amount of breaths you take, but the amount of moments that take your breath away.
That sounds like a Drake line. That sounds like a Drake line.
I'm a partner with my. I'm a team up with my guy. That's mine too. He said it like 5 times. Because
No. My boy fried. He just can't think of anything.
He said it for us. No, that was enough.
That was enough. All right.
Yeah, that was
I can go with
enough.
that.
Yeah, that was enough.
Sure.
But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing love. And we need more time together in the future. But keep growing and sharing free samples.
Free sample, yeah, for sure, bro. It was definitely a pleasure. I appreciate you even inviting.
So it's all love, my G. Appreciate you.
Damn right, that's great fun. 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 Damn right, that's great fun.